Hey guys, my name is Jesus, and I'm going to talk about one of my favorite films of all time. This is a very popular film. This is a very old film. This film is older than me. I think the first time this film appeared was in 1994. Yeah, I think so. It was launched all over the movie theaters in the world. And the reason I choose this topic about it's because this movie wants to tell us about something very important, and this thing that is very important for the directors of that movie and the actors is the simple fact of life. Life can be so hard sometimes, but this movie make us believe, and that's what all the people around the world need. We need to believe. We need to believe in the things that surround us. We need to believe in the things that we have, and we need to believe in ourselves. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to talk about this movie. Maybe you know it. Maybe you have seen it. And if you remember the first scene, we can remember Forrest sitting in a park waiting for a bus. He was so easy, so calm and so happy. And this is the most important thing that the movie can want to show to you, that you can be so ordinary and so happy at the same time. You have to be happy with what you are, and happy with yourself, and happy with all the things you have in life. We all around the movie we met some interesting characters. We have Forrest's mom. As we remember, we seen her fighting for Forrest and always want Forrest to go big and never get back, and always fight for what he wants. We have Jenny. If you remember, Jenny was the first love of Forrest. He was always after her, and he was always looking for her and taking care of her. And Jenny was such a not a nice person with him. She was always running, and she was always keeping Forrest back. And yeah, Forrest was always with a heartbreak. Then we have Bubba. If you remember Bubba, the funny choppy soldier who fought with Forrest in the World War. And we also have Lieutenant Dan, that he was the most pessimistic being in this world. And that too, Bubba and Lieutenant Dan were the most important friends to Forrest. One of the most important people in the film, and one of the most important people in Forrest's life. So, as I was saying, this film has such a important meaning, because as you remember the first scene, Forrest told to a person was speaking to, I think it was an old lady and a nurse, and he was saying to him, as my mama said, life is like a box of chocolates. You'll never know what you get. And that sums up the meaning of life, that sums up what we are, and what we have, and what we want. That it's such an important message to the old generations, the actual generations, and the future generations. It is such an important message because life really is like a box of chocolates, because you never know what you will get. You never know what future is preparing to you. This is such an important thing because sometimes you will take a bad chocolate from the box. That box represents our life, and that chocolate represent our life decisions. So you will always have another chance. Sometimes you're going to take a bad chocolate or take a bad decision on your life, but it doesn't matter because you will always have another chance, and that and that is one of the most important things you have to know. Sometimes you will take a good chocolate, sometimes you're going to take a bad chocolate, and the important thing here is that you have to keep trying and trying and trying harder and harder for that chocolate to appear. You have to keep trying and trying until the sweetest chocolate of that box pops out of that box and makes you what you want to be in the future. When I saw the movie, I was younger, but every time I see the movie, I think and thought of all my decisions all over my life. I think I've made some bad decisions, and I've wondered how my life will have changed if I have taken another decision. But I think I have made some great decisions too, and I'm grateful to God because all the things that I want and all the things that I wish for are really coming to me. Because if you keep doing the things in the right way, I don't know if this is magic or if this is God's will, but He will get you there, and He will help you. He will help you to achieve all your dreams if you keep make things in the right way. He will help you, and you will always you have to be always grateful. This is very important too. Forrest was always grateful with all his friends, and his friends were always grateful to him. This is such an interesting movie. This is one of my favorite movies because of this topic, and the famous phrase, popular phrase is that, and I think is the only phrase we need to get over all our problems and all our difficult times in our life. You have to remember that nobody has a box full with only bad chocolates, and nobody has a box filled with good chocolates. You'll never know what you are going to get, and you have to keep trying, and you have to keep trying harder to achieve all your dreams and look for all the things you want. Because if you keep trying and trying and trying, and be good with that, be constant, and be happy that it's such an important thing. You have to be happy with yourself. You have to be happy with what you are. So I think this is my message for you, the message that the film has. I think you should see that movie, and I think you should start to do things the way that movie does. I hope you like my video, and thank you so much.